We're all human beings. We're not robots. Some are more capable than others. Some are physically smart or mentally. Some of us are better off mentally than others. Some of us are better off physically than others. Some of us look different than others. But basically, we're all human beings. We're all flesh and bones. We're humans. We're not robots. We're not computers. Human beings, we can adapt. That's one thing about a human being. The way technology is changing every day, we can adapt to these changes because we're humans. It's not a cut and dry thing, yes or no. There's ways we change so things work for us, so we can exist, so we can make it through life. It changes every day. We got to be able to adapt to it. Being human, we can do that. We have our systems. You know what I'm talking about when I say our systems. Systems on how we live our lives. The ones we make up ourselves. Our systems of the way we live in the morning. We get up in the morning. We have a routine. It's a system how we get through life. If a mother raises her children, she has a system how she gets them ready in the morning, has them fed, has them bathed, has their clothes ready. A woman or a man who has a job that works for a living, how they get up in the morning, how they have their clothes ready. They have a system on which way they go to work so they get there on time. They have a system on which way they come home, where they stop to get things they need for the home. They have a system. The weekend comes around, they have a system on things they need to pick up for the week. We live our lives with a system. It's the only way we could actually get everything done that we need to get done. There's an incredible amount of things put on an individual every day. Without a system, you'd be lost. There would be no half of the things you get accomplished every day. You wouldn't get accomplished. It wouldn't get done. And basically, what I'm trying to say here. Okay, now, as a society, people, we have a system that we all own. It's called the government. That's our system. It's yours, it's mine. We pay for it. We sign the checks. It comes from our tax money. We elect them. They're there because we paid for them. We've assembled this government. This is our government. Last I checked, wasn't my government. I'm a white male in his 50s. I have never committed a crime. I've worked 35 years. The system doesn't work for me. I've funded this system more than, I don't know how many of a percentage of people that I've funded, or if that even matters. The bottom line is, the system doesn't work for me. There's so many different things that I don't understand about the system. When they say, this takes 6 to 8 weeks, this takes 45 days. No, this process has to be done through this mediator, and then it has to go through this and okayed by that. I pick up my cell phone. I can talk to a kid in a little town in Japan, real time. And you mean to tell me it takes 6 to 8 weeks for them to process a form of paperwork in a system that I'm paying for? A system that, as a person, a human being, we've created a monster. The system doesn't work for me. We need to change the system. We need to put a human element into our system. It can't be so cut and dry. Every situation is different. We need to look at every situation. We have to add a human element to the rules and policies of our government. There has to be it can't be so cut and dried. Every situation's different. There's got to be a way you look at a body of work by a human being, an individual who has earned the respect for his system to work for him, and it doesn't work for him. And you're treated as just a number. Something that you've funded, something that I've funded my whole life, something I've paid for. I've signed the checks. I'm the boss. This is my government. I have no say over them. They have total control over me. They totally disregard everything I say. They don't listen to a word I say. They don't take any request. Everything has to be put in writing and go through several different departments and then decided upon. Since when did we become such a government, a country that's run by the government, not by the people? We don't run anything. We live in the government's country. I haven't had a say over anything that's been done. For the last 3 years, I haven't had a say over nothing. They just totally told me what to do. And if I disagreed, I would be arrested, or there were so many wrong things done, and it's still going on. I can't believe this is our system. Our system? It's not my system. It's not my system. I want changes in my system. If I'm late for something and I want to get ready in the morning, you have a system. My system, I would change. I would adapt. If a mother had a system like the government, her kids would never be dressed right. They'd have mismatched clothes. They'd be dirty. They wouldn't be fed. The government is inept. The government, when they say 6 to 8 weeks, stop the lies. The 6 to 8 weeks is so you can hold on to that money and use it for something or collect the interest on that money. Stop saying it takes 6 to 8 weeks to process something and it takes freaking 2 minutes. The technology we have today takes 6 to 8 weeks to process some paperwork. Come on. Who stop patronizing me. I was born at night, but I wasn't born last night. I'm tired of all these rules and policies that don't make no sense. In this day and age, we're fools if we believe this is how things should work. Get your act together, or I'm going to fire you.